The people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, and give to ourselves this Constitution. India, a nation of 1 billion plus, constantly on the move and in need of equitable growth, a just social order. Judiciary, a cornerstone of India's identity, impacts the lives of its millions. The people of India have immense faith in the judicial system and look up to it as the sentinel of their rights. This places a huge responsibility on the judges to be at the cutting edge of the ever-evolving legal system, to be humane and yet unbiased, to fulfill their role as custodians of justice with integrity and responsibility.
In the interest of justice,
आपको शपथ लेनी होगी, जो कहेंगी सच कहेंगी.
You are hereby acquitted of the charges.
आदेश दिया जाता है.
In this dynamic scenario, it becomes pertinent that judicial officers have the desired level of performance to meet the challenges of the times. Providing access to the right knowledge, attitude, ethics and skills to our judges is a professional academy set up by the High Court of Delhi, the Delhi Judicial Academy, where experience and expertise is passed on to the pallbearers of justice and the skills of those already adept at it enhanced.
We are in a mock trial, one of the most crucial sessions of your training program, where we put theory into practice. What you have seen in the court attachments, combining it with the sensitivity and responsiveness that you would have hopefully inculcated by now. And it is those aspects which need a finesse now. And that's why it's being done. Presently, we are into a civil mock trial. We have, of course, our characters here before us. Our officers are here. The rest of the house here would be observing whether the conduct of the judge in court and towards the parties in suit is appropriate.
B of Rule 1, which provides that the court may grant the relief. Any comments?
With its focus on Gyan, Darshan or Charitra, acquiring knowledge, enhancing vision and building character, Delhi Judicial Academy is dedicated to bringing the constitutional vision of a just society and a humane justice system into reality. To be a judge is the dream of many a law graduate.
I, Shivani Chauhan, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to India and to the Constitution of India,
as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will carry out the duties of my office loyally, honestly and with impartiality. So help me God.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Being a judge puts you in a position where you are able to solve a person's problem. You understand where he is coming from, you apply the law, you give him a solution which is binding on him, which has some authoritative value, something which he can be happy about, something that he has to accept, something which puts a finality to the dispute. And that, in the end, it helps to maintain a social order which is necessary for the society.
Young law graduates, with or without experience at the bar, compete to join the Delhi Judicial Service. And advocates having a minimum of 7 years experience compete for the Delhi Higher Judicial Service. Delhi Judicial Service officers also become eligible for promotion to the Higher Judicial Service after 10 years of service. Training is considered critical for judges. As enshrined in the Bangalore Principles of Judicial Ethics, competence and diligence are universally accepted principles of judicial ethics. Value 6.3 of the principles provides:
a judge shall take reasonable steps to maintain and enhance the judge's knowledge, skills and personal qualities necessary for the proper performance of judicial duties, taking advantage for this purpose of the training and other facilities which should be made available under judicial control to judges.
In its 117th report, the Law Commission of India noted,
the basic aim of training, briefly spelt out, is to equip the trainees not only with tools to execute their work, but to endow them with vision as to what is expected of the system which they serve.
The Supreme Court also directed that judicial education be focused on knowledge, attitude, skills and ethics. It was to fulfill on these mandates that the Delhi Judicial Academy was established on 22nd February 2002 at the Karkarduma Courts Complex. And the foundation stone of the new DJA complex in Dwarka was laid down in 2006. Its objective? To produce an ideal, independent and ethically sound judiciary that is knowledgeable, sensitive and responsive to issues of social justice and up to date with the most modern administrative and managerial skills.
I have always felt that we judges are students of law, and as students of law, we must have an academy, meaning thereby a place where silently we can think of our problems, we can think of our solutions, we can think of the development, we can think of progress in the entire system. The humble beginning of the Delhi Judicial Academy started in February 2002, and now, there is a sea change. I believe that it is the best state judicial academy in the country now.
Designing and delivering these programs is a constantly evolving process at Delhi Judicial Academy, as it constantly strives to expand both the reach and depth of its trainings.
Plateau had an academy, it didn't have a training institute. Why Delhi Judicial Academy has been called a Judicial Academy? Why it is not called Judicial Officers Training Institute? There is a subtle distinction between the training and academy. We have an academy in the sense we feel people must have an academic bent of mind, research orientation and have a great vision regarding how to the international concepts and conceptions. Training is restricted to their work alone. Academy covers the training as well as the expansion of the vision, and that is what exactly we want our district judiciary to be.
The integrated training includes equipping judges with knowledge about latest developments in law, judging skills and court management, besides inculcating the right attitudes and ethical principles.
Judge is a complete package, any judge. It's not only that one should have good knowledge and he should be a good judge, he is able to write good judgment. When I talk of a complete package and a judge who should have other qualities also, which needs discipline as well, which needs that the judge should be above board and totally unbiased, and which also requires that he should be or she should be sensitive in decision making process. So all these attributes, all these qualities also can be learned, and that is the purpose of judicial education.
Delhi Judicial Academy runs several long and short-term courses every year and offers a most conducive environment for learning and training. The Academy touches the life of every judge in the capital at least once a year. It conducts 6 types of trainings on a regular basis. These are in-service refresher training for existing judicial officers, Orientation training for officers of the Delhi Judicial Service. Orientation program for officers of Delhi Higher Judicial Service appointed by promotion. Orientation training for officers of the Delhi Higher Judicial Service from the bar. Orientation training for special metropolitan magistrates. Orientation training for administrative and ministerial staff of the High Court and District Courts. In addition, special training programs are conducted as and when directed by the High Court. The courses are designed to cover a wide range of subjects like analysis of new legislations, amendment in laws, critical aspects of skill development like court and docket management, reasoning and judgment writing. Several social issues requiring attitudinal change include issues relating to women, children, gender discrimination, disability, bias management, environment, illiteracy and access to justice. Besides ethics and best practices in the various fields of law, many new and updated training modules touch on emerging areas like cybercrime, issues of globalization and multinational businesses.
The transformation of a young person into a judge, that is the grooming of a judge, is the basic role that the Delhi Judicial Academy performs in relation to the young officers who join at the induction level. Likewise, we also have officers joining the Delhi Higher Judicial Service after about 10 years at the bar, and weaning them away from their performance as lawyers to judges is another role that we play. Apart from that, we have now this year 19 refresher training programs for all 462 officers of Delhi, in which we have about 20 participants each. We have reduced the number of participants per program and increased the number of programs so that there is more interaction and more participation and more sharing of experiences to bring about best practices for implementation in our courts.
Fully equipped with a distinguished faculty, the Academy is on a mission to be at the cutting edge of judicial education. Research and publications on law-related subjects are integral to its functioning. It's constantly innovating and exploring new ways to make learning more effective, joyful and socially relevant.
रात को अपने हस्बैंड को ना जला के मार दी, मर्डर का चार्ज लगा इनके खिलाफ में, लेकिन ये अपना जुर्म का इकबाल करना चाहती हैं।
आपको मैं बता रहा हूँ कि आप अगर बयान देंगी, अपना जुर्म का इकबाल करेंगी तो आपको सजा भी हो सकती है उससे। फिर भी बयान देना चाहती हैं आप?
जी हाँ।
आपको शपथ लेनी होगी कि आप जो कहेंगी सच कहेंगी और सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहेंगी।
मैं जो कहूँगी सच कहूँगी, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूँगी।
So, how was the role play?
It's very good.
So, did you observe something?
Yes, sir.
So, one by one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we start from there.
Oath has been administered in this case, which is unlawful.
Oh.
Should not have been happened.
Good.
Delhi Judicial Academy is a pioneer in the field of judicial education in the country.
In judicial education, we're talking about 4 areas of focus. One is the knowledge, second is skill, ethics and attitude. And I think what we have done in the last couple of years has been making it more learner friendly. We also do role plays, we ask them, we do brainstorming, we do experiential learning, we also do group work where most of the time the officers are reflecting on their experiences, sharing best practices. For the academy, it's a two-way learning process because when the judges speak of their experiences, it feeds us into our programming and planning the program afresh to suit the needs of or the demands of or the to address the concerns the judges share here in the academy. In the Judicial Academy at Delhi, there are two major programs which I think are going to change the judicial education in Delhi. One is the Village Immersion Program, done for the first time in the country. The second program is based on the new technology that we are making use of. The first e-course, again, the first time ever in India for judicial education.
The year 2010 saw the Academy introduce field visits to complement classroom trainings. The Delhi Judicial Service trainee officers spent 1 week in the villages in Kanpur as part of this new Village Immersion Program. The first-hand experiences and sensitization of the trainee judges about the problems faced by rural India in accessing justice was only matched by the new legal awareness their presence created among the villagers.
दिल्ली से जज प्रशिक्षु लोग आए हैं एक हफ्ते से, वो सब जनता को बुला के उनसे पूछताछ कर रहे हैं, उनकी समस्याएं सुन रहे हैं और सब जनता आ रही है। और हमारे गांव में 15 साल से मीटिंग नहीं हुई थी गांव सभा की, वो भी मीटिंग हुई और एक दूसरे से जो अपनी जो समस्याएं वो बता रहे हैं, समस्याएं और सर लोग सुलझा भी रहे हैं।
This village immersion program organized by our academy, Delhi Judicial Academy, has really helped us in enriching ourselves, not just about the village life, but have also been an eye-opener for us in realizing the ground realities and the problems faced by the villagers.
Field interactions with experts in frontline areas like wildlife conservation contribute not only to the learning experience, but also provide occasion for bonding among judicial officers for institution building. Like any modern training and development institute, Delhi Judicial Academy's Amaga programs underscore holistic personality development through numerous path-breaking initiatives. The emphasis is on equipping the judges to beat the stress and function well in their highly demanding work environment. In the classrooms too, innovative training methodology creates a vivacious learning environment. The multimedia technology and participatory approach includes showing serious documentaries to Bollywood and Hollywood films, group work, role plays, debates, quizzes, mock trials, apart from lectures by experts from the legal and non-legal fields. Ever enhancing its resource base, the Academy collaborates with other institutions in the country and abroad, building capacities of its own faculty. These interactions add to the skills and knowledge of sister academies. The year 2011 saw the Academy add one more category of training. In tune with the times, it started the e-course on judicial ethics and conduct in collaboration with the Commonwealth Judicial Education Institute, Canada. This course enabled the judicial officers to learn in the comfort of their homes. The Academy also organized a Training of Trainer or TOT workshop in teaching methods as part of capacity building. Like all its trainings, this TOT was remarkable as it worked towards shifting the focus of trainings from teaching to learning and taking judicial education to the next level with participatory and learner-driven courses. Net result: highly sensitized and capable judicial officers who are in touch with the human face of their work, who are empowered to deliver justice in the best possible way, and the genesis of a paradigm shift in thinking among judges.
I remember the day when we moved into the academy with our spirits high, on being part of such an esteemed service, only to realize that our journey had just begun. The Delhi Judicial Academy has been a temple of learning for us. The entire year at the Academy has sensitized us towards various aspects of life. The Academy has contributed with giving us a new, humane angle envisaging the constitutional vision of justice. L plus X is equal to J. That is the formula which we have learned here. That is, law plus X is equal to justice. X being the humane angle of a judge.
The impact of this training will be that will improve our justice delivery system. We will incorporate the suggestions and experience being shared by the fellow judges, and we also get the advice of the experts, and definitely will incorporate our justice delivery system, and that will help a lot in imparting free and fair justice to the litigants.
These trainings are really useful because we are learning a lot from here. There are many confusions in our mind about certain points which are coming, day-to-day problems which we are facing in the judicial work. So when we go back, definitely we use them in our court work also.
The whole purport of our training is very practically oriented. In fact, if I can just quote Justice Cardozo, he said, the man behind the robe is the same and he carries with him the maladies of a normal man. And if you ask me, this training is really taking care of those human maladies, trying to restrict them to as minimum as it can so that the cause of justice is affected the least.
Ever evolving and at the cutting edge of judicial education, developing new training modules and constantly innovating the current ones, Delhi Judicial Academy is committed to emerge as the central hub of frontline work in its field. Delhi Judicial Academy envisages for itself a vanguard role in what a judicial academy can provide for creating a bright future for the entire legal system in the country.
In Delhi, I certainly see that we are moving towards having more comprehensive judicial education focused not only on legal knowledge, but it is going to be making judges more humane, more a team, leadership qualities. Delhi Judicial Academy has taken a leadership role already. It has initiated 2 programs first time in the country, and we think that at the Academy we will be creating more cutting edge programs because we are listening to the judges.
In a country where an experiment with truth gave it its independence, protecting truth and the rights of its citizens is a sacred duty, and Delhi Judicial Academy is committed to training judges to fulfill this onerous responsibility. Justice is truth in action.